right-wing autocrats got the boot in Europe, and we can do it here.
The US is enforcing a blockade.
Regardless what happens, we win.
Now he thinks he's Jesus.
I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
Welcome to the Digital Diner. I'm Craig Crawford, retired journalist working for nothing but the truth and Social Security checks. Here's we got Blue in Dallas, and we got Katie out in Arizona, and we got Katie in. You're not in Sedona yet. You're going to Sedona.
No, we're going to Sedona today. Yep. Right now, I can actually hear the owls right now.
Owls?
Yeah, they have owls that they're hooting right now.
Kind of early for owl hooting, isn't it? I thought owls hooted at night.
They usually do, but they have some that do it in the morning, and then they like go in their little hibernation thing.
Have you got hawks out there? Because I know owls.
Yeah, we saw a couple of them.
Oh, well, owls get worked up about hawks because hawks steal their eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hope I see a child.
Down in Orlando in our yard, we had owls and hawks, and man, when those two, when they tangled, that was, I mean, you talk about a cage fight, man, that was intense. Those, when owls, and it's a sound that will just scare the hell out of you.
Yeah. So I told you he wasn't far from calling himself Jesus.
Yep, there it is. I got it on the screen. I don't know if you can see that one. Can you believe?
Yep.
Because that's an actual post, and our man Sturge had the line of the morning on Trail Mix this morning when I put up this post of Trump acting like he's Jesus, healing somebody, and it's true. Sturge pointed out that it looks like he's trying to bring Jeffrey Epstein back to life.
It kind of does.
And Pogo said that he said, "Don't worry about it, Sturge, because Melania already brought Epstein back to life when she made her little speech the other day."
Yeah. But this is why, I mean, just when you think he didn't have, you'd think he had enough on his plate that he didn't want to just take on the Pope, but here he is taking on the Pope.
Pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a Pope that says crime is okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person, and he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime. He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world. No, I'm not a fan of Pope Leo.
I hope they don't think he's the head of Antifa.
Right, yeah. The Pope's in favor of crime. I mean,
no, right?
Yeah.
The thing about the thing about the Jesus AI slop picture is that he didn't do that. He's not smart enough to do that. He has a team around him doing that, and
somebody just.
It's a distraction.
I think one of the spirits that's in the sky kind of looks like a Decepticon.
Exactly, I noticed that. I don't know what word you use there, but it looked
or the
like
Mothman.
It looked
the
like
Mothman.
Is that right up there at the top? You're talking about, right?
Yeah, that does not look like an angel at all.
Yeah. Not in
so
the least.
I mean, it's a distraction from this war and this joke of a diplomatic summit that they had with Kushner.
There he did.
Rubio, who has lost his soul. And he still thinks that the Iranians are at the table. It's like, no, they're not. They're not at the table, dude.
That's the owner.
Well, actually, that's the other news of the morning is the blockade has begun. Whatever that's going to turn out to be.
So they're blocking. So the U.S. is blocking the strait that's already blocked. What?
Yeah, but it's a little more nuanced than how Trump made it sound to begin with. It's actually just, they say, just the port of this, just the Iranian port that they're blockading somehow, and that's all it is. Anyway, here's a quick French report I got this morning.
And another war crime. That's all. Just another war crime to add on to the pile.
Well, at the very least, it's an act of war. Certainly that, and without congressional authority. But we're just beyond caring about that, I guess. I don't know. Here's a French report just put up a little while ago about it.
Waterway. U.S. Central Command starting control over the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. is enforcing a blockade of the key waterway from 2 p.m. GMT this Monday. In a post on social media, U.S. Central Command specified that only ships entering and leaving Iranian ports would be affected. All other vessels would be allowed to travel freely. This escalation comes after peace talks between the U.S. and Iran in Islamabad broke.
So I don't know how you sort that out, just blocking one port, but at the very least, doing this for any length of time is going to be beyond enormously expensive. I mean, there's just the amount of resources they have to commit to something like this over a long period of time is just in the billions and billions. So
well, they're not smart people. They're not smart people, that's for sure. And it's not international. He said, Trump at one point said, this is going to be international waters. No, it's not. It's the whole strait is Iran and Oman. It's not international waters.
No.
I don't know where he's getting that.
And where does he get the audacity to declare that it's international waters in the first place? Like, just like with him with the Gulf of America. Like, he has no drive to do that. No power.
His interview with that woman at Fox that has the Sunday show yesterday, I can't think of her name, but anyway, he had a long interview. There were so many things in that interview that are quotable, but I mean, just where he said that gas prices might actually go up, and the look on her face was she wasn't looking for him to say that. But anyway, the other thing that he said was that it was just a non sequitur. He started talking about the Gulf of America. He says, I originally wanted to call, and he wasn't kidding. He says, I originally wanted to call it the Gulf of Trump.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
He wants to make the United States a complete billboard for himself.
Does he realize the day that he goes room temperature, the names are
coming down.
And names are coming off of everything.
I know. Every time I see these things going up, I think about those images of like when Saddam was taken out. And when they pulled that statue down, from the head.
Yeah.
They pulled it down, and then after the Soviet Union fell, and they pulled down all the Lenin statues. I'm thinking,
and all the banners were like dropping from buildings and stuff.
I want to be there.
And there'll be banners to drop from buildings too.
Yeah. Oh, they were in blue.
Okay.
And then she's back.
She went out and she came back. In and out.
It's the fun part of it. Oh gosh.
And then of course the big excitement we had yesterday was good old Hungary. Hungary came through.
Yay.
Yep. So now there's one less autocrat, and although you know what, he's been so corrupt and he's siphoned off so much money from those people, and he's not going to have to. There's not going to be like a trial or anything for the things he's done. So he's just going to live like a rich old man off the system he created.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, because I was shocked at how he conceded yesterday. So
very fast.
and that came to mind. I was thinking about that, is that his whole deal was, he might have done a deal with the guy that won, that if I concede, you won't prosecute me. That's the deal Putin did with who was the old guy that was president of Russia, and
Gorbachev?
The old drunk.
Andropov? Brezhnev?
No, this was the one that was just before Putin. Maybe Jamie.
Medvedev?
Oh, Carolyn. There's Carolyn. Maybe Carolyn knows. Do you know Carolyn?
Hi, Carolyn.
No, I don't. I don't recall who it was.
Now, there's four of us here. Between the four of us, we got to have 100% word retention. Surely.
Medvedev? The guy that's like
the big old drunk guy. He was drunk afternoon every day.
Yeltsin.
Yeah. See, that's the deal.
You have to say drunk.
Yeah. That's the deal that Putin made with Yeltsin, that I'm thinking Orban might have made with that's another
Peter.
thing, actually. I've got on here
Magyar.
Yeah, I've actually got hang on here. I've got the where is it? The screen. How to actually there. How to pronounce his name?
Peter Magyar. Peter Magyar.
Did you already know that, Carolyn, how to pronounce his name?
No, I would not have known.
I'm not convinced that that's it.
Peter Magyar.
I'm just going to call him Hungarian Pete.
Well, anyway, what I was lumbering around is that when Putin took over from Yeltsin agreed to the power shift on the condition that Putin would not prosecute him, because Yeltsin and his family, they had grifted a whole bunch of money, and he was never prosecuted. So anyway, last night when Orban did that shocking concession, I thought, I wonder if he did it because this guy who won used to be in Yeltsin's party. They were old friends from way back. But anyway, I just wonder if he made that deal with the guy. I'll concede tonight if you agree not to prosecute me or my family. Hey, Winter, how about that theory?
Hello.
You got it. Mojor. Oh, there's other people here. Oh, thank you, Pierre Power was trying to help me with my word retention there.
Yes, Boris Yeltsin.
Boris, yeah.
Boris.
And old Jack's here, and Winter's here. Winter from what are they saying over in Germany there about Hungary there? Because Major actually means Hungarian. Mahar actually means
Hungarian. Oh wow!
Oh,
so Hungarian Pete is right.
Oh, so we're just going to call him Pete. We'll just call him Hungarian Pete now from now on. All right. Just so, what's going on, Carolyn?
Oh, I've been outside doing yard work.
So was Blue yesterday.
When spring comes, my weeds just take off. I was trying to get rid of some weeds.
Jack's been doing some gardening too. Did you get in here, Jack? Did I get you in here?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have? No, you haven't been gardening. That's not your gardening hat.
No, it's not. This is my fancy be somebody hat.
That's a go to town
hat. What's that, Carolyn?
It's a go to town hat, like Grandpa wore like that. Remember?
He sure did.
That's exactly what it is. It's when we were working with the people up in Kansas City, would go, deal with the city people and the councilmen and stuff. I had me a hat, put my hat on and a black T-shirt and dress up. Out in the neighborhood, I was kind of ragged looking.
Yeah, you look nice.
Yeah. And he's got his kitchen fixed up too, because we've been looking at scaffolding, just a bunch of scaffolding for months.
I'm almost fixed up. I've got a few things to finish yet.
I don't know. You look a little too fancy now with that hat and no drywall behind you. No hanging drywall. Well, I don't know. We had so much going on yesterday. Who knows? I mean, the Hungarian thing. I don't know if many Americans understand its significance, but it was significant. That showed us how we can beat these folks, and it's one simple way: turn out. That's how you do it.
If nothing else, it will make a big difference for. Europe can handle things easier without him causing problems.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is great news for Ukraine. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean that kind of helps with our problems with Russia quite a bit.
Hungarians were actually out pulling down all of the propaganda signs that Ukraine was going to invade Hungary. They were out after the thing, pulling down the propaganda signs and ripping them up.
I guess they were out partying most of the night.
Yeah, here's some of it here. And the thing is, what I want Americans to think about is watch this and think about this is what we could feel like in November after we get these right-wing fascists out of Congress, out of control of Congress, and take democracy back. We can feel like this. Just think about it.
Well, just remember how we felt when they finally called it for Biden several days after the election. And we were all so happy. Just remember that feeling of elation that they finally called it for Biden.
Yeah, well,
I played the Battle of Yorktown over and over and over again.
I tell you what, maybe we can catch Trump, in a compromising phone call with Putin like they caught the Hungarian guy.
Oh yeah, that I think had a lot to do
with it. There's somebody somewhere with some good technical things intercepted that.
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the
is, I mean, quoting that child's tale too, the children's story about the lion and the mouse, which I guess is a famous Hungarian children's story in Hungary. Maybe Winter can confirm that. But and he said, "I am the mouse to your lion." He said that to Putin on that call.
Yeah,
I don't think that helped any.
Isn't that probably a polite way of saying I'm your bitch?
So what was the proximity? What was the proximity of that call coming out to JD Vance being there and promoting Orban? What was the separation, and how much sway did JD have?
Well, the betting markets tanked on Orban's chances the day after Vance's visit. The polling, I don't know about polling, but the betting markets, it was a massive tanking of Orban's chances in the betting market.
It basically, him going there demonstrated just how clueless the Trump administration is in world politics. I mean, even when the countries like us, they don't want it to appear like we're dictating to them.
Exactly. But the other thing, my question was, though, when did that call about him being Putin's mouse, when did that come out? Did that come out before JD?
Oh, that was that. Yeah, the intercept. it's actually called the news organization is called Intercept, and that came out and got in all the main papers in Hungary about 2 days, maybe even a day, no more than a day or two before Vance got there.
Yeah, it was kind of came to my attention about the same time.
You know, Winter, since you're our only friend from Germany on the podcast, I hold you responsible for all of Europe. You're supposed to know things. Hungarian children's stories.
That's right. You're supposed to explain everything going on.
Yeah, Dennis has gone away. And where is our little Irish?
I miss the Irish guy and the Danish guy too, and that Danish guy.
Talk to the Irish
guy did come back a day or a couple days.
Yeah,
ago.
about the incident at Shannon Airport where the guy took the hammer to a plane.
Yeah, that's right.
Doing the Lord's
That's
work.
right, Winter. The country of Europe, y'all. It's all one country. The country of Europe. You're responsible for all things that happen in the country of Europe, explaining it to us. Carp's on the scene. Well, now we could say Orange Jesus, and that statement stand on validity. The moron is posting himself as Jesus. Yeah, we can't get enough of that. We'll put it back up. There it is. Unbelievable.
Oh, that one.
Unbelievable.
He's got
there.
That got all his religious supporters up in there.
You'd think. Have you seen signs
that's
of that?
Almost as good. That's almost as divisive as your Epstein stuff.
Well, and the stories go together. Did you see what Stir said this morning when I put it on Trail Mix? He said it looks like you look at the picture here. It looks like
look like
he's trying to bring Epstein back to life.
It really does.
Yeah, look at it. There's Epstein. That's Epstein right there.
I showed it to my mom sitting next to me, and I showed it to her, and I'm like, I said, and she goes, "Oh my God, he's a piece of shit."
But seriously, what can you say about him? I mean, much less a president. I mean, that's the one whole category on. But any being who actually
he does that in the same 30 minutes that he insults the Pope.
Yeah, right after this.
Pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon.
He says the Pope's for crime.
Pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a Pope that says crime is okay in our cities. I don't like.
Well, they don't want them to have a nuclear weapon. Maybe we shouldn't have a nuclear weapon either. You know.
Maybe nobody should. That was right. There was a guy on the Daily Show he was talking about AI, and he said, when nuclear weapons became a thing, we didn't say, hey, let's everybody have nuclear weapons, and it's like, it's basically this AI is gonna destroy things if there's no regulation on it.
Yeah.
I read something a couple of days ago on AI, which I thought was very interesting. What they're doing out in the world in the smaller countries is they are making smaller versions of AI that can run on independent processors. That you can basically getting it down to where taking the whole AI concept of programming, the software programming part of it, and reconfiguring it so it will run on cheaper, smaller, specific problems. And they gave an example. I think it was somewhere either Australia or down in that world down there where there was a small indigenous group of people and they were wanting to save their language, and they had a little AI processor that worked on a computer that they could own and they could use right there in their village to record all the language and categorize it and organize it. And so I thought it was kind of interesting, and that what they're doing is they're using the open source Chinese AI. You know, the one that's highly efficient even for big computers, and they're able to adapt it to smaller computers. So we may all be able to have our own AI privately on our own computer.
And that is scary.
Kind of like we can all have our own podcast.
Yeah, very much like that.
It's kind of a variation on Andy Warhol saying everybody be famous for 15 minutes. You know, everybody will have their own podcast and their own AI.
Well, everybody wants, you know, all the TikTok influencer and the kids that say, I want to grow up to be an influencer. It's scary. It's scary.
And that has become an industry, you know, that influence.
But they've figured out a way to take it away from them because the creators are not making money anymore. The platforms are making the money, and they're taking more and more of the pie from them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So it was an industry. Then they taught it how to run and everything, and now the platforms are starting to suck more and more of the money out of it, and they basically have trained it how to do everything. You know those little captcha things we used to do that said "Find a motorcycle, find a tree." That was training. That was training. That was training how human movement. I have to find that article. That was we were training models how humans find things.
Hey, Carolyn, I want to talk about Roy Cooper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm crazy about Roy Cooper.
And because the sort of the inside politics thing that I like about him is he's doing so well out there in that Senate race that Democrats the national Democrats might not have to spend as much money. And it's one reason they think they might have some money to help Tallarico in Texas is because they're not going to have to spend so much in North Carolina. And here's old Cooper's announcement here.
That they left a better country for my brother and me. But right now, we have a lot of work to do if we want to leave a better country for our children. So I thought about what I needed to do. I couldn't sit back and watch the people of my state get treated this way, not without a fight. And that's why I'm a candidate for the United States Senate.
I love his name. That's a great political name, Roy Cooper.
It's so American.
Yeah, that's a great name, Roy Cooper. Sound like
so common man.
Yeah.
None of those foreign sounding.
Well, he just comes across as just such a genuine person, a genuinely nice, good person, which we don't have much of in our politicians. So, yeah, and
well, I think this is his fifth statewide race because I think he ran twice for attorney general and won, twice for governor and won.
Four
and now
times.
This race.
No, Craig, let me correct you. He ran for attorney general 4 times and was elected
4 times.
4 times. The law has been changed now, so they can only hold 2 terms.
Really?
But 4 times and won each time, and then 2 times as governor.
Wow, that's amazing. And of course, he's won every race.
Yes.
Yeah. There he is. Roy Cooper.
And he looks like everybody's uncle. He just so.
And he's ahead way ahead in the polls now. Way ahead.
I think the other guy, Wheatley, he doesn't have that much name recognition at all.
Really?
No. And I don't see very many ads for him.
Huh. I don't think Republicans are going to, I think they're conceding the race. They've always been afraid of Roy Cooper. I mean, they've never run a serious campaign against him for anything. I was so pleased they Schumer had to work on him. I mean, he was ready to retire. He was pretty much done. And Schumer just had to beg.
Well, I'm glad it worked. I sent him an email before he announced, and I begged too.
Yeah. Well, it's key because it represents a flip. It'll be because Tillis is leaving, so it would flip that seat from Republican to Democrat. And I mean, it's such a gift. I mean, because like I say, because then Schumer doesn't have to spend a bunch of money on the race and can divert some of it to Tallarico in Texas. Because I'm waiting to see what Schumer's going to do about Tallarico, because that's going to be a tough call. I mean, that Texas is so damn expensive. I mean, what other races do you take money away from to help Tallarico? I don't know what Schumer's going to do, but this is his wheelhouse, though. Schumer's good at this. I mean, at getting Democrats elected. Anyway.
Well, Tallarico can get quite a bit of money nationwide too.
Yeah. But, I mean, they're going to need a couple $100 million, I think.
Yeah.
I believe. Carp diem. Pandora's box has been opened, and greedy, power-hungry people are the only safeguards for directing AI's evolution. Cook. Oh, I think Carp's on your channeling you there, Blue. Are you still there, Blue? Blue got muted. Why is Blue muted? I can't unmute Blue because
AI doesn't want her talking.
Uh-oh, AI got Blue.
Yeah.
Done happened. Y'all want some Eleanor Roosevelt? I got some Eleanor Roosevelt. I came across this just wandering on TikTok. I don't know. I'd never seen this interview where she talks about
Did you ever
arguments.
Find yourself in
I never had seen this interview.
disagreement with your husband on major political issues?
Oh, very often. He would bring up at dinner a problem that everybody was bringing him different ideas on, and he would state what people were saying to him, and then that would get me all excited, and I would say, well, you see? And I looked at him.
Anyway, that's her talking about arguing with Franklin.
Well, that was one of the things with her is everybody around Roosevelt was worried about what she would say,
including him.
Yeah. Well, I think he just recognized he didn't have a lot of control on it.
Well, I know one of their biggest arguments was that ship of Jewish refugees that was floating around the world. Nobody would take them in, and they'd gotten out of Germany, and they went to all these other countries, and nobody would take them in. A ship full of Jewish refugees from Germany, and Franklin also would not take them in, and she didn't speak to him for like a month. I think they had I think that might have been one of their most intense arguments over that. And anyway, they ended up going. Nobody took them. They went back to Germany.
Not one of our better moments, or anybody else in the world for that matter.
Winter, I think she had the same expression I have seen on Michelle. Yeah, you might be right. Let's just see that again.
With your husband on major political issues?
Oh, very often. He would bring up at dinner a problem that everybody was bringing him different ideas on, and he would state what people were saying to him, and then that would get me all excited, and I would say, well, of course, I don't know anything except what I read in the papers and what the man in the street would say, but I feel thus and so. And he would egg me on and never let me think that I was right. I've gone away sometimes so angry that I didn't know what.
This becomes a good story. That they had a disagreement about something. He ended up taking her side, whatever the issue was, and they ended up. Somebody's got a sound going. What is that? And he ended up taking her side publicly, but then he never gave her credit that she had been right in the first place. That's the story.
To do. On one occasion in the White House, he asked me the next day, after we'd had a violent argument at dinner, would I have tea?
Violent argument?
That Ambassador Bingham, who was just about to leave for London, would come in for tea, and would I please give them both tea? And I heard him, without giving me a look or the satisfaction of even behaving as though we'd ever mentioned it before, or telling him as instructions my point of view. What I had told him the night before was the way people felt, do you see? And I looked at him once, twice. He never gave me a look. And from that day on, he never mentioned it. And I never knew whether he really thought that this was the way he had felt right along, whether he really did feel that way right along and was just egging me on, do you see? But he never gave me the satisfaction of telling me.
I love that story.
It's quite the marriage. Carp pointed out something I was reading today that about Apple Maps there.
All the names have been removed.
But they have basically, where the conflict going on there, they have removed all the names of all.
Is that what Carp's talking about? You talk about the cities in Iran they've removed? Or?
Yeah,
Lebanon.
yeah.
Lebanon.
Or Lebanon.
Oh, you're back, Lou. What happened to your microphone?
Oh, I mute myself a lot of times, so you don't hear background noise.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as it's your choice.
Yes, it is.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I do know how to do more than just run my mouth.
I'm not for sure what their reasoning didn't sound too.
Yeah, that sounds
good about why they did it. They came up with some reason, and they basically said if you rely on Apple Maps to go into these areas, you can't rely on them anymore.
But the problem is, it looks like they're siding with Israel in the destruction. Either they're siding with Israel in the destruction, or they're trying to put a spotlight on it that these places are being destroyed. One side or the other, I'm not sure.
Well, maybe it's just geographic accuracy. Once Israel wipes out a city, well, we'll just take it off the map. It's not there anymore.
Well, that's probably it.
Well, the city's still there. It's just in rubble.
Well, did Apple change the name of the Gulf like Google did, or I wonder if Apple did that? Did they change the name?
I don't know. Of course, I don't do Apple products, so.
And I'm about not to do Apple products. Unfortunately, this is not an old phone, but at some point, Apple will not be in my life anymore.
No.
Well, for many reasons, also because they have decided to shut down the store that unionized. There was an Apple store that unionized, and they're shutting it down.
Now, is everybody going to do this strike, this consumer strike on May Day? Is that still happening? Is that coming? Yep. Or is that going?
Yeah. I'd call in sick if I wasn't retired.
Huh. Let's see if what I asked. It's funny. I'm asking Google here if Apple changed, and let's see what it says. There. It says yes, Apple, Google, and Microsoft all fell in line. Apple Maps officially changed the label from Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America for users. For users, is it only for users in the United States that they did this?
Winterly said that in Germany it's still the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, really? Did Winter say that? Winter?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's Gulf on. Oh, well, good for you. Europe.
Yeah.
Winter speaks for Europe now. All of Europe.
It's almost just like 1984.
It really is.
They're so busy doing I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, here, this is a thing between me and my Gemini Silas. My Gemini is, I've taught him the phrase. The minute I brought it up, he's uses it all the time now. Absurdist optimism. That's always been my personal philosophy of life. And he's taking it on now. He brings it up all the time. And so he says, in a beautiful stroke of absurdist optimism, MapQuest refused to alter the name. They claim they couldn't comply, joking that they lost the back-end access to update their own maps. Sometimes the best defense against the modern corporate dumpster fire is sheer obsolete incompetence.
I wish I hadn't thrown away my paper MapQuest. Those MapQuest books you used to get, and you had to flip to page 47 to find the other end of the road. Because I loved that thing, and I threw it away, and I'm sorry that I did. But
I'm a paper map. When I go do my 2-lane road trips, first thing I do is buy a map of each state that I'm going through, if I don't have it already.
Yeah,
I also have my Rand McNally big book map too.
Hey, I agree.
Yeah, I remember when we used to make our road trips to Kentucky to that was always, I'd always get the latest maps.
And AAA had something when I moved to Texas from Minnesota. AAA had something called a triptych. Well, actually, I came down with a friend from Wisconsin, and she had a triptych in it. And when we get to the end of the thing, we'd flip it over, and then there was the next leg of the journey. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, speaking of Orwell, Pope Leo actually pointed that out. He said that even the name of the social media platform is, he said, ironic, but yeah, Truth Social. It's neither truthful nor social.
Oh yes, yes, that was hysterical.
Newspeak.
Yeah, that was excellent. I really did like that. Let me see. He shot right back. I mean, yeah, here it is here.
He's from Chicago, city of the big shoulders.
Well, here's the other thing. You got to realize that this man not only grew up in Chicago, where politics is king, he managed to work his way up through the Catholic bureaucracy. They may not use real knives, but boy, they use everything else to stab you in the back.
Yeah. Here's what Blue was quoting here. This is after Trump did that vicious. That was, the Truth Social attack was pretty vicious. Did I actually get that? I think
you did.
I did put it up here, didn't I?
You did.
Anyway, it was, and then he did it on video too. But anyway, yeah. So the Pope, I have no fear of the Trump administration or speaking out loudly of the message of the gospel, which is what I believe I'm here to do. And then asked directly about Trump's comments on Truth Social, Leo says, "It's ironic. The name of the site itself. Say no more." It's like the Pope could do a Jimmy Kimmel monologue now.
Well, not only that, but he actually used ironic in its proper form.
Yeah.
Here's the other.
Oh yeah. Here was Trump's actual, I mean,
when he set the
with,
brothers against each other. That was funny.
Oh yeah, Pope Leo is weak on crime, and oh, I see. Yeah, I like his brother Louis much better than I like him, because Louis is all MAGA. He gets it, and Leo doesn't.
And I can just hear him pitting Eric and Don against each other.
Oh yeah.
And
he doesn't.
The boys against Ivanka.
Right now with that's exactly what he's doing. I've been reading all kinds of reports. He just taunts them. He's doing that with Marco and Vance, and in fact, in meetings, he'll they'll be with donors or something. He'll say, "Now," he says, "Now, which one of these boys should I back to succeed me, Marco or Vance?" It's right in front of him. He does that, and that's. And then he, flips back and forth on giving them jobs to do. I mean, originally he had Marco on the lead for Iran, and now it's Vance, and he's playing those two like.
Neither Marco Rubio nor J.D. Vance have a soul anymore, but it seems to actually bother Marco Rubio. He doesn't look like he's doing well.
Yeah, he's not comfortable with it.
And I have seen pictures of him where his eyes are red and he is either crying or has insomnia or is on something. He is not the same person. And J.D. Vance can roll with it because that's exactly who he is a shape-shifting weasel. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody, everyone's a hypocrite to a certain degree, but some people actually like it. Some people actually enjoy being.
That was what I always thought about Clinton. Bill Clinton he was always very uncomfortable when he had to lie.
Yeah.
And you could spot it. It was like, you're sitting there going, I want to play poker with that man, because boy, you can read his face.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And somebody should have set him down and said, just don't do it. just say no comment. And don't make anything up.
Yeah, and he'd start getting all twisted up in his meaning of is and everything.
And Trump just calls it the weave.
Yeah.
Trump just calls it the weave. But yeah, I'm wondering how much time he's got left, because they've got to be giving him something to prop him up. But he then, when it wears off, he looks like a pile of goo. Quite frankly, he just looks like a big old pile of mayonnaise. He's very he can't talk. He can't hold his face up. He can't hold himself up. So
yeah, he stooped over a lot more too.
That is a dementia thing. The way he stoops forward and stands forward and holds on the podium and stuff. That's a dementia thing. The way that actual stance.
Yeah, how many Catholics are there? Winter's, I think Winter's referring to here as head of an international organization with more members than the USA. I assume you're referring to Catholic Church.
And they're anti-fascist. So what does that tell you about the Pope?
Yeah.
Antifa.
Well, the thing about Catholics that I noticed is it doesn't matter what the political orientation of the Pope is. Catholics are pretty supportive of the Pope all the time.
Yeah. Even if that doesn't carry over into their personal lives, is what I've noticed.
Yeah.
They will support the Pope.
I mean, that's so you don't gain by getting in a war with the Pope.
No,
I wouldn't think.
More Catholics than
and he held off. I mean, the Pope launched his missives about 2 weeks ago, and it's taken Trump longer than I knew Trump was going to respond eventually, but it took him longer than I expected, actually.
Well, it started in January when they called him in.
Yeah,
after the Pope gave his State of the World address, and they didn't like it, and they pulled the U.S. Cardinal, the Vatican's representative in the U.S. Cardinal Pierre into the Pentagon and said, the Catholic Church will side with us. Full stop. So, what is this? Carpe diem. Trump has made America a laughingstock. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it. And I have told many senators and representatives that when I've called. We're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't called Congress in a while. We got anything we need to tell them?
Well, the House has a really full schedule this week. They're renaming post offices.
Oh,
that's what they're busy doing this.
We should suggest some post office names.
I don't know. They're renaming post offices. I don't know if they're naming them all after Trump. I have no idea what they're doing.
I think we should say Trail Mix wants all post offices to be renamed Obama. Name them all Obama.
You got to realize for some congressmen, that's the only bill they can get passed, is naming the local post office after somebody.
The other thing they're going to do is talk about how wonderful the big beautiful bill is, and have like an appreciation for the big beautiful bill. Yeah. It's just baloney. But on the Democratic side, the representative from Connecticut, Larson, has issued articles of impeachment for treason and all sorts of things, like 13 counts of things. So you could call your representative and say, please support Larson's articles of impeachment.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for that. I want to win the midterms, and then we can get serious about impeachment. Now, that's getting back to another thing it's on my mind, is taking some lessons from that Hungarian turnout yesterday, and which was beyond massive. I mean, it was really stupendous. I mean, it's like 78%, I think. But not only was their economy in shambles, and I think these are connected, but they also, the opposition party ran hard on corruption. And I don't think we've developed that in our politics messaging against the Republicans for the midterms as much as it could be. That's
because a lot of Democrats are also insider trading.
Well, and it's not just insiders. Yeah. That could be part of it. Is their hands aren't clean. Yeah. Winter, I don't want to let them get away with the narrative that the Pope is being political. I mean, all the Pope has said is that he's against war and wants peace. That's it. I mean, that's not, if that's become a political question, what do we say?
Well, the Catholic Church has its own political politics that it plays.
Yeah, they do.
So Pope Paul was very traditionalist, very conservative, very anti-communist, which threw him into the same pen with a lot of other nasty people that he should have been taking on just as much as he was a communist. Huh. And this guy's much more liberal in his point of view.
1.4 billion Catholics. Winter says.
Wow. But here's the other thing, though. Pope Leo didn't mention anybody, and then they took it personally. Just like people will post something saying that says against anti-fascism, and they're like, "Why are you calling Donald Trump a fascist?" And they said, "We never mentioned Donald Trump. The Pope never mentioned the U.S." So why?
Well, I think where he got almost direct is because just 2 days after Hexeth prayed for war, that's when the Pope said, leaders who pray for war, God does not answer their prayers. That did seem a bit direct, which I was fine with. I mean, that's okay by me.
But he didn't call him out by name.
He did not know.
He knew he was talking about him. So there you go.
It was more like he called out his words by the hello, Millionaire Explorer. I don't believe I've seen I like that screen name, Millionaire Explorer. The Vatican can't. Is this true? I didn't know this. The Vatican canceled the Pope's U.S. trip.
Yep.
Due to security concerns. I did not know that.
Yep.
I didn't even know one was.
People in the Vatican say that any visits to the U.S. by Pope Leo will not happen until Trump is no longer president. That's inside the Vatican that's saying that. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're actually worried about him, though. After that Pentagon meeting in January, they were actually, it sounded like they were threatening the Holy See with military action.
Huh. Let's see what. Yeah, it does. I just checking that. It does say that the Pope, the Vatican officially pulled the plug on Pope Leo's 2026 trip, turning what was supposed to be. Oh, it was going to be a 200. Oh, boy, you're right, Millionaire Explorer. That didn't get much coverage. I sure missed it. Although I'm not surprised Blue caught it.
I stay up all night and read.
In his Easter message, the threat, the pro-life class, the Pope also where he's going instead. Well, let's see. Has the Vatican said he won't travel to U.S. until Trump's gone?
That was like private rumors inside.
Yeah. Let's see if
answering Jay May is that the United States lately has been pretty good at taking pot shots at politicians and religious leaders.
Yeah. Oh, Jay May on the scene. Jay May.
Yep.
Jay May here.
He said America historically known for assassinating popes, trying to be ironic, but
what
we did knock off Kirk and took a shot at the presidential candidate. So hey, it's exactly a safe place to come.
Oh, I can see these little on these where you see the little symbol for. Let's see, what's this one? For phones here that Judea claims they're good. I see now. I don't know what you're talking about there, Mike. Anyway, YouTube's flinging us out. When I see these little symbols for phones, I can tell YouTube's flinging us out to the vertical users, the phone users. So they're scrolling through on their thumbs.
I think we got a Jewish conspiracy person here.
Yeah.
And Mr. Walker.
Okay, Jay May, why do you have to take any little thing and turn it into an anti-Trump thing? Well, it's pretty easy, actually.
He makes himself the center of everything.
I'll turn it around. I'll turn it around there, Jay May. Tell me 3 things he's done that you like in the last month. Try that. See how that works out. 3 things that you like that Trump has done in the last month that we shouldn't turn against him.
Well,
we about done.
He's irritated you 3 times this month, so.
Well, I mean, it's they talk about the Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, the man is deranged. So, I mean, when you have to respond to a deranged person, and
what he has done is so unprecedented. He is a bit like, or he's not as bad as Orban, but that's not from. I think simply because he lacks imagination. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. But he would like to, and he's tried to take over all parts of the government and bring them under his control.
Yeah, they're still working on it.
And I don't think you can argue against that point. All you can do is say, that's the way I want it.
Yeah.
Or that's my opinion anyway. But
well, the rest of the day, I think the news will be focused on whether this blockade does anything.
Iran's nuclear program.
That
A red line the U.S. president standing by.
I think Iran is in very bad shape. I think they're very desperate. Just so you understand, Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. Will not have. There is no way that they're going to get. They still want it, and they made that clear the other night. Iran will not have a nuclear.
So we'll see. That'll be the coverage the rest of the day. The blockade is underway of Iranian ports only, they say. And so we'll see how Iran responds, whether this is an escalation or continuation or a drawdown or what. Name 3 things that he's done as unprecedented. You're going to limit us to just 3?
yeah, we can find 3.
But yet he can't name one.
And yet you can't name one thing. That's your answer to my question. Name 3 things that you like that Trump's done. That's your answer.
That's a little.
One, he fired the FBI experts in foreign terrorism simply because it was their job to check out if he had done anything wrong.
And firing the generals. That's
the files.
That's a military coup. Firing the generals who aren't loyal to Trump. That is a military coup right there.
There you go. There's another one.
Well, I mean, how about ICE?
How
about ICE breaking down doors without warrants? I mean,
his occupation of Washington D.C. with the military. Let's see, that was 3. We can keep going. We did 3 different.
And you haven't done one, J-Man. You have not done one.
Well, I mean, yeah, a meme. I think when a president puts a meme up of him as Jesus bringing Epstein back to life. I love that. That was a classic. That was a classic.
He ordered the killing of people in boats off of Venezuela.
We got off. Everybody got off that, but that was unprecedented and amazing. I mean,
that totally was.
It's turned out a bunch of those people were just innocent fishermen that we killed. Yep.
J. May, we just named 4.
We're already past that.
Are you listening?
Then we got to go into the cryptocurrency stuff and the corruption and the Qatari plane, and we can go all the way down the financial rabbit hole too.
I actually made a whole Word document file. I'm starting to make a list because I think we need to make corruption a big issue in the midterms, along with the economy and also I think incompetence. I think corruption, incompetence, and economy are the
you did.
There's a full 13 items listed in Representative Larson's articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. There's 13 of them, and they include high treason. So go to Representative Larson from Connecticut, District 1, and read his articles of impeachment. There's 13 reasons right there.
Yeah, we're going to keep working. What were you going to say about Ann Applebaum, Jack, before we go?
She has on her, in her newsletter, Substack newsletter, she does what she calls, I think it's Corruption Watch or something like that.
Oh, really?
Something, and that's not right, but she's much better wordsmith than I am.
Yeah.
But anyway, where she basically has a list of all the different corrupt things that Donald Trump and his family are doing.
Oh, excellent. I want to start pulling those together. I want to do a trail mix brief on that and start talking about that for the midterms. I think that's a big issue because that's one thing I learned from watching the results in Hungary. That corruption was a big motivator for getting people out to the polls, big time. Well, I'm just going to end up here and because we've gone over an hour, and I think I'll just end up with our.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad though. We've got Jay May wanting to demanding proof. We give him proof, and he can't answer it.
Yeah.
And so I think he needs to understand. We may not be real smart here, but we've got a little on the ball, and you got to bring your game.
Well, you're welcome to come on over to trailmix.cc and continue the conversation right here, Jay May, and we'll kick it back and forth, see what we come up with. All right. That was a good time. We'll get at it again tomorrow. All right, everybody go back outside. It's a pretty day here in Washington too. All right.
Bye.
See everybody on Trail Mix. Right-wing autocrats got the boot in Europe, and we can do it here.
The US is enforcing a blockade.
Regardless what happens, we win.
Now he thinks he's Jesus.
I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.